Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
I said that really fast. I don't even know if you guys know where you're at currently. But today I'll be going over the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Razor Crest. Arvala number 7.
Why'd you buy this?
Because I wanted the vehicles and I really like the Mandalorian, and this gives me the Mandalorian ship without spending the like $1,000 it costs for the vintage one.
So you're cheating.
Yes, sir.
All right, okay.
It's not in scale with Black Series, but does it need to be? No. And this also just reminds me of the old Micro Machine ones from my childhood that I always really liked. So I don't mind picking them up.
We brought that up before. It really does have that good like reminder of the Micro Machines for sure.
Yeah. It's one of those things, like, I like collecting stuff that just reminds me of my childhood. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be from my childhood, but if it has, like, some sentimentality. And then the anime. I've always liked anime.
Where enough does that remind you of your childhood? What your childhood was like? Titties?
Alright, you want me to explain something to you? Resetting. Hold on a second. But anyways, my mom, when I was younger, would sometimes just put cartoons on. And one solid memory that I have is when we first moved into the house when I was like, I think I just turned 5.
And Steve was like, this is a solid memory, baby.
Right? It was like 9 o'clock at night. I'm still awake. She's like bringing stuff in, and she turns on the TV. Is like, I'll find something for you to watch, and you can just sit here while I'm moving stuff. Well, she turns on to the Sci-Fi Channel, and that was when like they would play animes at night, and the anime they played was Vampire Hunter D.
Fist of the North
Unedited
Star.
Vampire Hunter D. So a little 5-year-old Steve got to see people murdered and boobies flopping around everywhere. And my mom walks into the one guy's head exploding. Like, what the heck are you watching? And that was like the best cartoon I've ever seen. I also still like Vampire Hunter D. Vampire Hunter D is dope. Wish they kind of made more stuff for it. We probably made ones back in the day, but they're kind of pricey now. Anyways, we're supposed to be talking about Star Wars.
We were. That was kind of Star Wars.
But anyways, what this Razor Crest is supposed to represent is from the 2nd episode when he's on that planet and his ship gets ransacked by Jawas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's what this is officially based off of. So you guys have a premise. That's why it comes with Quill and the off-world Jawa as the accessory. No Baby Yoda or Grogu. If you guys want to call him that, I still like Baby Yoda just because
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda just sounds cuter. But anyways, this sits there so you guys know. But I currently have them sitting in there just so I wouldn't lose them. For the packaging, got all the metallics because it is a launch edition with the Micro Galaxy Squadron. It tells you what it is.
Did you ever find me one of those ships yet, Steve?
I have not seen it on the Millennium Falcon. I haven't been keeping an eye on it.
it.
It also sells for like $100 on eBay. That's probably why I haven't seen it.
I don't give a shit. I just want
this guy's is literally retail price because I can find it on Amazon.
That's cool, but it's not Falcon cool.
Yeah, that one's electronics. This one's sadly it's a larger one because they have back here they have the classification. So this is a Starship class. The Starfighter was like the one we just reviewed of the Jedi Starfighter, and those ones they have light armor. And then there's even smaller ones.
They're making even smaller ones?
Yeah, they're blind boxes. So you get like speeder bikes and stuff.
Oh, so
but you don't know what you're buying.
So it's like shitty quality then.
I've bought a few, and right now I have 3 Ahsokas.
Shitty quality.
Gotcha. Out of buying 4 of them, so good times. But it shows you most everything it could do. Again, I wish these kind of went into a little more detailing, at least on the box, because it doesn't tell you a darn thing about the landing gear, and I don't. Just to double check before I really complain about it, I don't recall seeing instructions hanging out anywhere inside the packaging. That would be a no. So it would have been cool if it would have talked about the landing gear. And there's actually an accessory that I found out on this thing that it doesn't show you it does anywhere on the package.
What's that?
We'll get into it.
So violent.
Getting the stuff off. Currently, it has the landing gear sitting out. But one of the neat things about this is that you could tear it apart like in the show.
Really?
The one thing I hate is I don't know why it has see-through panels here. Like, it's actually missing plastic, so you can see partially in the ship. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. But anyways, this actually comes off. It's not the easiest thing for me to do. Thankfully, I still have nails. The solid way to do it is this top plate comes off. You slide that down just a little bit, and then you can lift that up and it shows the inside of the ship. And then you can proceed to take your finger and
oh my!
send that flying towards me as I hit the camera with my toe.
Actually almost hit me.
So that comes off, and then you can even see the guy in kryptonite there. It's carbonite, my bad.
Oh, kryptonite now, it's sold, it's done for. There's no editing these videos.
Yeah.
You know
yell at me in the comment section below. But
you
this thing right here,
me of, Steve?
this comes off too.
If I go crazy now.
Would you still call me Superman? If I'm alive, then we'll get copyright strike in this video.
Please don't.
Then this thing comes down. So you have the ramp. This thing also comes down, so you have the back ramp too. And this part opens up so you can get into the cockpit.
Yeah, that's right. You get in that cockpit, Steve.
Yep. And then we already have the landing gear engaged, and I think that's it. Because on this side, there's nothing removable. On this engine here, I tried. But this part exposes the inner workings of the engine, which I kind of wish had more detailing here because it is removable, so it would have been nice to have something showing off there. But the one thing I love, and one of the reasons why I want to get is because it actually has the interior of the ship.
Yeah.
So you got the cargo net there. This lifts up where I think it was where his guns were.
See, if I was to display it, it would be in pieces like that.
Yeah. And then it has a little area here where Grogu was hiding. And then you can put him in the pilot seat, and it's also got extra seats to sit people in. It's also got a little peg there, peg hole, which I'm assuming is for the like whenever we get a Grogu, it can probably sit there. I would imagine. But detailing's still really nice. But I would say it would have been kind of nice if maybe there was something for like a console here.
Yeah.
On the front, because you do get it on some of the other ones. So that would have been kind of cool. Also, the guy here rotates. That's in the carbonites. I keep wanting to call it kryptonite.
No, it's kryptonite from now on. Come on, Superman.
But anyways, reassembling. It's pretty simple. Let's just get everything. Oh, I think I had it right the first time. I did. Maybe. Why does it want to line up? Do I have the sun wrong? I did. All right, I'm done. Don't mind me. And then this. Pop it back on. Cargo goes up. That goes up. Then the landing gear folds in there. That flops down. And it flies. But detailing is really nice. You got the guns on the front here. With the, whatever that little nub thing is on the front of the ship. I like that you can see, it's got clear plastic so you can see inside. Speaking of, I guess before we get into the ship too much, bust these guys out.
Oh my god, you lost one.
Oh yes, escape's removable. And yeah. Mandalorian went flying. Why does he look so naked? Oh, so do you have to take the cape off to get him to sit? Is that what this is going to be?
Pretty sure the cape don't bend.
Oh. That is what it is. That's kind of lame. But you can get him to sit there. Alright, well I guess the cape's hanging out in the cockpit. Then you could put Queel, who is just brown. Brown all the time. Get a little bit of skin coloring for the face. I will say if you're buying it for the little figures here, you're going to be sorely disappointed on all of these.
At this point, everybody knows you don't buy it for those little things.
Yeah, like you're buying it for the ship, and then it kind of has like a silhouette hanging outside of the ship. And then you got the little Jawa. Oh, he actually has his eyes.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got little red dots.
Oh.
Alright, my favorite one.
Throw it in trash. They're the one who broke the ship apart.
Oh, I love the Jawas. Also, I don't know why he's going to fly around the ship with Mando, but he is. So now you can see Mando.
I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be the accessory that when you tear the ship apart, he stands in there.
Yeah, or like if you have it on your shelf, you can have it with the landing gear and then all the parts around the Jawas just kind of hanging out. More than likely. But you do get the patterning here on the sides. And then it's got this nice weathering color scheme to it. A little bit of blacks here and there. On the back, it's got some copper around the engine. Transitions into a black. Some metallic silver here. Same with on the guns. are a bit shiny. I almost kind of wish the ship was maybe a little bit more metallic, though.
It is a little bit of slacking on that end.
Yeah, because there's a bit of a shine to it, but it's very dull.
And then plus you can tell the difference on like the top when you're shining towards the light. This part that comes off doesn't shine as much.
Yeah, it's kind of like I wish it was more this metallic.
Yeah.
Than what it is, because you can see it's a little reflective, but it's not as harsh as I would from the show. But I think the weathering on this thing's on point. Like, it's all dirty here. Along the back. Looks good. And then you get the different pattern on the side here with some more black for some of the panels. And I like, too, that the engines have the black on the front here, too. Again, maybe not kind of nice to maybe have some coloring in the turbines just to make them look like they're more engaged. But then again, like I mentioned, with it having the landing gear, it would look... It's one of those, like, I want to just hang this from my ceiling. So it looking at engage would be sweet. But then again, if you just want to sit on your shelf and just have it with the landing gear
I feel
on...
like this one definitely is the one that would fit your shelf. Because of the, you can tear it apart, make it look like it landed.
I think so. Personally, the way my shelf is not a good option. Because all my shelves have little holes in them. I gotta stop smacking the camera with my toe. But... painting, I think, is going to be my best option with these vehicles. Because also, I want my wall space back. Anyways, one thing I will say, it is pretty light. It's not; these figures are definitely not the heaviest things.
It's good details. You can't complain, you know?
Yeah, it still looks solid enough. You want to grab the Falcon over there?
Just my Falcon at this point.
But it's mine. I paid for it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to steal it.
Because, what, Falcon, I think, was $44 I paid for it. Definitely a lot larger. I wonder if it scales.
I don't know. Falcon is technically pretty big in the movies and TV shows, so...
It is, but, like, the Mando ship's pretty decent size, too. But then again... I guess, like, I have to really... Because I don't know how big an X-Wing is next to the Falcon off the top of my head. I think they're pretty... I know it's smaller, so I want to say this is pretty well scaled. But one thing, this guy runs you slightly over $30. This one's $44 with electronics.
Yep.
So I think in terms of value, you're maybe losing a little bit out with the Razor Crest. Like, I still say this is probably like one of the coolest things I've gotten this year. Well, this is like in the... I think it's fine.
It's fine.
It does the purpose that I wanted, which is having a Razor Crest that looks solid enough. And then it also just has a little Mando that you can see piloting it, and that's really all it needed. So, would I recommend this? Yeah. It's pretty sweet. I found this at Walmart. Well, at a Walmart. I had to go get it out of the box because they have pallets lined up along the back, and I seen this box that would have had it. So I opened it up and took one up and bought it. Still trying to find the... whatever they call Boba Fett ship now. That's the one I'm looking for. I think it's like the fire spray.
Fire spray?
It's whatever they call it from the new show. I forget. Because back in my day. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. So help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like people to do what you know doing it. Greatly appreciate it. Also, you guys like to pick up some Star Wars collectibles for yourself. Link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Get yourself some sweet collectibles and also help support the channel. And see you guys next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.